What is going on, YouTube? It's the Mod Demon here. I hope everybody is doing well. So today I just wanted to talk about the new motor that we're going to be getting and the new controller. So we're going to be getting a 60 volt Vevor 2000 watt motor along with a matching controller, 60 volt controller that's supposed to be with it. It doesn't have any information on how many amps it has or what type of power it's supposed to be putting out, so I guess we're gonna have to figure out. But I would like some help, so please guys, take a second. What bike should I put this in? That is the question. That is the question. So now, do we tear this motor out and put it on here? And then we got the QS138 for the Demon. And then we got the QS260 for the Demon 2.0, which is in the house because it's freezing out here. It's like minus 10 or 15 or something like that. Super cold. But anyways, please guys, help me out. Leave a comment down below. Do we rip this bike apart for this 60 volt motor to go into? Do we put it in the Demon? Or do we put it in the Demon 2.0? Mind you, we're going to have to make a mounting set for either bike we put it in. So no matter what, we're going to have to get a mounting kit. I mean, I'm obviously not going to put it in the Demon. My whole thing with the Demon is it's got to be big motor, big power. So I'm obviously going to have to save up and get a new controller. I already got the BMS into the battery to upgrade the battery, so now the battery is going to put out at 100 amps continuous, 240 peak, and the motor obviously is the QS138, 3 kilowatt. It's hurt right now. I don't know what's wrong. Of how it's hooked up, how I hooked it up, and then they tried to say, oh well, then it's the controller. So then I hooked the motor up to I hooked the controller to a different motor, showed them nothing wrong with the controller. Then they tried saying, oh, it's your battery. So then I had to go through the whole thing with the battery. So now I'm just waiting to see what they say. To be honest, I have a feeling they're gonna be like, yeah, no, you're hit, the motors, whatever. Our engineer said this. Whoever their engineer is clearly retarded, because it sounds like it's some serious metal on metal. So it's either the bearings or something. Sorry about the little noise. I have this little thing, I have ADHD, so I gotta do that. It's either that or I'm gonna be going like this, bouncing my knee, so, and that's gonna knock the camera down. So I've just been doing this. Sorry. Sorry. So yeah. So now I'm like, if I put this thing in the 2.0, then that means I have to find somewhere for the QS260 to go, and repaint that bike to match that motor. So I'm like, I'll just leave that alone. That leaves the Demon S, which is a 125 RFZ free ride open 2022. I'd have to take the motor all out, get it all ready, and I wanted to build that bike for my wife, so it's gonna be all black, everything's gonna be all black, but all the parts and accessories are gonna be pink. So like I already got a bunch of it, so like pink foot pegs, pink grips, stuff like that. But I like that paint scheme too, so I'll be riding that bike. I'll be riding that bike. You see my 2.0's pink, magenta and matte black. So that's where we're at right now, guys. So here, let me show you guys this motor that we purchased off Amazon, because yeah, it was like I said, we bought this controller, we wanted to return it. They said don't bother, keep it, we'll give you a refund. I'm like, okay. They said the refund was gonna take 16 days for whatever, and then another 7 days to process through the bank. So I was like, yo, that's a long time. I said, I need something faster than that. They said, well, we can give you credit. I said, okay, I'll take the credit. How long is that gonna take? They said it's gonna take an hour. So I'm like, that's amazing. Okay, let's do it. So we take the credit. Now I'm trying to purchase stuff, keeps canceling. I'm like, what the heck is going on? We start talking to customer service. Customer service says, yeah, we issued the credit. I'm like, so what the heck is going on then? I'm trying to make purchases and it's not working. I'm up all night looking at controllers, trying to buy controllers, because they say you can only purchase items sold by Amazon, fulfilled by Amazon. So I'm up all night trying to find a 3,000 watt 72 volt controller, or just any 72 volt controller. I don't even care what the watts are at this point, as long as it's made by Amazon, fulfilled by Amazon. I can't find anything. The only thing I can find made by, or sold by Amazon, made by Amazon, or fulfilled by Amazon, sorry, is Vevor. I don't know, I've seen Vevor in the Razor bikes, but like stock. So I'm thinking, you know, it's gonna be a trash motor, but I just need the controller. I just need a controller. I can't even get the controller back that I wanted to get because I took the stupid credit. Man, I'm so upset. So now we got this 60 volt motor, this 60 volt controller that we got to put a system on. We got more than enough throttles and everything else. We just need a frame. That's it. We just need a candidate. And we do have another frame. We do. We do have another frame. That we do, and let me show you it. I got it. It's right here by the house. I was actually supposed to go to a subscriber. I told him he's got to find a way for it to get to him though. I'm not going to pay the shipping on that. It's going to be heavy. It's going to cost some money. So, it's the frame we got. Got the swing arm and the handlebars. It's all one piece though. That's what bothers me about it. The subframe does not bolt off. And if I was going to use this, I would have to cut all of this off just so I could mount a gas tank on it. Get a tank that sits on there. Cut all this off, cut all this off, cut these off, and then see if we can't find a subframe that'll bolt on, or we'd have to just leave it. And then take all that stuff down there and then figure out some mounting. And then we'd have to figure out plastics and front forks, which would probably be a real pain. So we are trying to get a Razor, but I don't want to pay $1,100, $1,200, and they get right up to $1,600 sometimes for a little bike, kid's bike. So I'm trying to find a used one, and I'm in Canada. Finding a used Razor is like, wow, not even. You won't never ever find one, and when you do, people want crazy money for them still. But I have lucked out. I have lucked out. I found one. The only thing is the distance. It's like 3 hours away. It's going to be a 6-hour drive. The guy's not willing to ship. So we're going to have to make a good day trip just to get this little bike. And then it's a MX 650. I want the RSF 650. But I guess we're gonna settle for what we can get, I guess, right now. Considering our we're not balling, so we gotta work with what we got. So that all being said, guys, let's check this motor out. So back to Amazon, Old Faithful. So this is what we got. The Vevor or Vevor 60 volt 2000 watt, supposed to be powerful, so they say. Comes with a matching 60 volt controller and then the assembly, which is just standard stuff, you know. I almost wish it came with the full kit, but at the same time I already have everything else. I have a lot of throttles, 3-speed switches, headlights, tail lights, a lot of other stuff, so not too worried about that. As long as we got a good motor, working controller, we're good. Now we just need to figure out if we're going to use active balancers or wait and get a BMS. So we might use the active balancers until we get a BMS for the 60 volt, because currently all we have are 72 volt BMSs, no 60 volt. So we don't want to hurt this controller or the motor by hooking up a 72 volt system to it. So we're going to build our own 16S pack. Hopefully we got it built by Tuesday, because that's when the motor is supposed to be coming. And honestly, I haven't seen very many bikes with this system specifically. I see a lot of 48s, a lot of 36s, but no 60s. So I'm hoping that it is going to perform at least according to these specs right here that it says. If it is going to, then it shouldn't be that bad. It should be doable, and it should carry us fairly well. So with all that being said, guys, this is the motor we got, and can't wait. Tuesday, gonna be trying to get it all together. And yeah, here I kept zooming in. I was trying to find some type of details. It almost looks like it says 30 amps, but I can't exactly see it. So with that being said, hopefully it works. Hopefully it goes good. You guys will see it Tuesday. Okay, guys. Now, let me know what you guys think down in the comments. What bike do you think I should put this in? Should I build my own pack, or should I try to put a 72 volt on it? And as always, guys, stay tuned in. We're always doing stuff, and stay ready for that action. It's the Mod Demon. We out.